Hello, this is an EPSON printer that is dead. It doesn't turn on. When you plug this printer in through the cable, if you plug it into the utility socket, there is no indicator here. When you press the power button, it doesn't turn on at all. So one of the first things you want to check is ensure that your power cable is fine. If the power cable is bad, of course your printer won't be able to turn on because it can't take power from the utility into your printer. Now I'm going to plug this printer in to the utility and then we'll check so that you see what I mean. I have my cable, it is well plugged in. The cable is fine, it's working properly. So I'm going to try to power it on so that you see what I mean. Then I'll later show you how to resolve the issue. Alright, so here is where the power button for this model of printer is. So I'm going to press the power button here. And you can see there is nothing, no indicator, nothing whatsoever. No sign that this printer wants to turn on or will even turn on at all. That means power is not actually getting into the system. So I'll show you how to fix this particular issue and resolve the problem. So if you haven't done already, remember to like and subscribe to this channel. I have a lot of videos on this channel on how to fix all kinds of office equipment like printers and laptops, desktop, scanners, and anything that has to do with office equipment. Alright, so let's get into this repair. Now I am going to unplug the cable since it is not working. So we are going to fix this problem. Now if you notice, the area where we plug in the cable houses the power supply box. Here's the power supply here. So what we're going to do is to remove the power supply and check if something is wrong with the power supply. Alright, so this is the area where the power supply is. Probably there is bad power from the utility, or that the power is fluctuating and it has affected the power supply of the printer. So I'll show you how to remove the power supply of the printer and then fix the issue. Here is the power supply of the printer. So let's take, and this area you have to be very careful when turning your printer upside down. This area is where you have your tank, although yours might be located differently depending on the model. Here is the tank, so you don't want to turn it upside down and then all the ink inside is going to pour out. You don't want to do that. So ensure that this is locked properly so that when you move your printer back and forth and you turn it and bend it whichever way you want, it won't pour out your ink. Now this is the power supply box. That is what supplies power to the printer. So your cable basically takes in the power, supplies it to the power supply box, and the power supply box converts the power to a lower voltage. So this box will then supply your printer with the lower voltage power. But if this is bad, your printer will not be able to turn on. So we are going to remove this power supply box here and see what is wrong with it. So I'm going to take out this cover here. So gently pry open with a flat head screwdriver. Just gently pry open each side. Once it opens up at one side, it is easier to open it out through the other side. Okay, so this is what the power supply box looks like. And if this is bad, see, this is the area where it supplies power to the printer. So this is the box we're going to be working on. Remember that this can be located differently in your own printer, but that is basically how it works with most EPSON printers. So locate the power supply box, and then what we're going to do to this is to either replace this with another power supply box like this with same rating. If you don't know how to get one, you can just hit me up in the comment section. I'll direct you to a place where you can get your own power supply board. Remember, it has to be the same voltage rating. And if for one reason or the other in your region you do not have access to power supply box like this, what you're going to do is to replace the bad components inside. I'll show you how to fix the issue inside. It's just to replace probably a couple of capacitor has gone bad, or the fuse inside has gone bad. So whichever way it is, I'm going to show you how to fix this power supply box. So to fix this, we are going to open this power supply box so that we can get access to the component inside. And with my multimeter, I am going to check which of the power supply which of the components rather has gone bad. It's likely the capacitor or the fuse. Those are the things that normally get broken inside the printer due to power fluctuation or over voltage coming into the power supply box. So what we're going to do is to open this up and then replace the fuse. Alright, so I have been able to replace the fuse inside this power supply box. I'm sorry I couldn't capture that on camera. In case you want to learn how to fix your own, you can just check my other videos on how to fix any power supply. Alright, so this is done. I've replaced the component inside. What bad inside this is just the fuse, and the reason why the fuse went bad was because either power fluctuation or over voltage from the power grid. So now that that has been resolved, we'll go ahead and fix this power supply box inside. Plug in our power cable back, and then we turn it on. You can see that turned on immediately. So the problem, like I said earlier, is just from the power supply box. In case you haven't done already, remember to like and subscribe to the channel. I have great videos on how to fix all kinds of office equipment on this channel. So we're going to take a test, do a test print, just to be sure that every other component on this printer is working fine the way they ought to. Okay, that is it, folks. Thank you. I'll see you some other time.